G-Day, people! This is Sharpino here, welcoming you guys to episode number 58 of the Pokémon Omicron Randomizer Nuzlocke. If you guys are excited for today's episode, and of course you're a proud member of the Sharp Squad, make sure you like one down below for us, because as always, your support is greatly appreciated. In our last episode, you guys, we did make our way into the Quake Desert as we have a convulsing screen going back and forth, back and forth. We met the mysterious trainer Suzerain, who is the creator of Omicron, so well, who knows when you run into your creators. And we had a big talk about YouTube and how to start a channel on YouTube and just tips and advice from my personal experiences on how to do YouTube. Today, hopefully we'll get some progress done. We do have, as you can see down the bottom here, a little building that does require our attention. So let's go ahead and have a look at the team that we are rocking out with today. So we've got Fenta Base the Swablu, Drumstick the Combuskin, Aria Grande the Meloetta, Wizpick the Grumpig, Rolex the Steelix, and Camix the Flirtles. So without further ado, let us go ahead and take a gander. Open the sinkhole again, just like in the last episode, the other building. I'm guessing we need some sort of item to help us access these buildings, because this is starting to get a little bit annoying over here, I gotta say. Definitely getting a little bit annoying here. So, last episode question of the day was obviously, you know, how to do YouTube, and today's question of the day is going to be, well, you know, we were talking about YouTubers and all that, but now let's talk about which YouTubers do you watch? And this thing gets an attack boost, and that's pretty scary. Okay, the fact that Kingler has high defense and got an attack buff, yeah, Fenta Base, I mean, you're cool and all, but no, we're not going to let you sit on this one. So we're going to go ahead and swap it to Aria Grande, because she got that Thunderbolt for that Kingler as the Sandstorm rages. Alright, so question today, so what is an old YouTuber that you used to watch, or a YouTuber that you currently watch today? So, some of you may or may not know, but my channel was heavily influenced by some YouTubers like A-Drive, King Nappy, and Shady Penguin. I don't watch Shady Penguin as much because he stopped doing like Pokemon content. Not that I didn't mind his Duel Links content, because I play Duel Links as well, but obviously when you watch certain videos you want to get something out of it. And I mean, some people like to be watching videos to be entertained, and some of them you like to have it for like competitive feedback, or you know, some sort of help of some sort. Everyone has a purpose to watch a video, and watching Shay's videos, my original intent was entertainment. But as I got more into Duel Links, I actually wanted to watch it for competitive reasons, and sadly, Shady's not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. He's not. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying you have to agree with me, but watching his videos, he makes gimmicky decks, he makes bad plays. I mean, look, granted, he does have some good battles, some good duels, but at the end of the day, yeah, I don't really enjoy his Duel Links content. Not to say that it's not successful, because I mean, since he's left from YouTube and all that, he's definitely made his way around. So it's not to say that he's been unsuccessful by any means, because I mean, you know, he's gone through a lot in his life. You know, he's married now, and you know, he's got a kid on the way, and you know, he's got a lot going for him. So you know, I can definitely respect, you know, someone who obviously has to go through change, because change is inevitable. Change is something that happens in your life, whether you like it or not. Change is what makes it human. We eventually change. We go from being a little kid to an adult. Our lifestyle changes from being freedom and having no choice to having choices but no freedom, if that makes sense. Because obviously when you're an adult, you do have some freedoms, but your choice is limited by how much freedom you're willing to allow yourself to have. And what I mean by that is, okay, so when you're a kid, you know, you could do whatever you want. You know, you could play games, you could, you know, watch TV, you could do whatever you want, but you didn't have any freedom. And by that I mean you didn't have any, like, say when it came to certain things that happened in your life, because you're a kid. And your adults are there to look after you and say, hey, buddy, this is what you got to do. And you're sitting there like, what about my freedom? It's like, you're a kid, you have no freedom. And then you turn 18, and then the government says, you want the freedom? Now you're old enough to have the freedom. And, you know, you got to go get a job, and then you got to go, you know, make a living for yourself, and, you know, go out in the world and make a name for yourself. That's just how people do it. And that's either through your work, that's through meeting people, that's through maybe having relationships with people. You know, in some ways, that's how you integrate with the world. This is how you do it. So, you know, I definitely think it's been an interesting experience for me, because, you know, a lot of people, when they're young, decide to leave home and they want to go out and, you know, explore the world. And by all means, if that's what you feel you need to do, by all means, go for it. But for my side of things, I decided to stay home and I decided to save money, you know, because I obviously want to be able to sustain myself. That once I move out of home, it's only a once and that's it. I don't want to be like, look, I know some people in my life who have moved out while young and then they had to move back home because they really didn't have a choice, and I really don't want to get to that point, but at the same time, they do get experience from living out in the world, and that's something I can't say I have because I've always been at home. So you know what? Like, it's a two-way street. You can go out there and the fuck, a critical hit, really? Good God, fucking, please, WizPig, survive. That's all I ask. Survive. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Already starting this episode off on a good start. But, you know, so, you know, there's benefits, there's pros and cons to every situation. So, I'm not saying staying at home is better than going out, because, you know what, some people move out and, while young, and they happen to make it work for them, and that's good for you. Every person's different, though. It doesn't mean if someone does something different to you, that it's wrong. And that's where I really hate when I hear people judge people because of certain decisions that they made. And unless I could question the level of, oh, power gem, nice, we're gonna fucking teach you that. Unless I could understand the rationale behind certain decisions, I will have my opinion about it. Everyone has their opinion about every decision, you know, you make. You know, there's obviously going to be a reaction. That's just, it's not just laws of physics, you know, where you know, push something and the opposite force pushes it back. What I'm saying is, in every situation that you make, one decision you make is going to affect someone else further down the line. That's just how it works. So, you know, if you make a decision that you want to be nice to someone, the reaction is someone else feels better about themselves, feels better about you. That's the reaction. Now, if you want to be a dick to someone, the reaction is they get angry, they get sad, they get pissed off, and they look less on you as you know, as a person. They're like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, you know. That's the reaction. So, you know, like I said, every sort of decision that you make, every sort of action that you make, there is going to be a reaction to it or a result that comes from it. So, you know, as long as at the end of the day, you're doing something that you know is right and you're not going to affect anyone in any negative way possible, I don't see what any problem is. As long as what you're doing, you know fully, is not going to impact someone in a negative way. Now, obviously, each situation differs, so I'm not going to say that every situation should be applied with the same amount of vigor. But, you know, I know some people that can make decisions out of spite. Some people can make it out of love for someone, out of hatred for someone, to try and fuck someone over. Motivations, people. It's all about the motivation behind certain decisions. So, you know, so that is what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about, you know, what people decide to do to either help themselves, to you know, help someone else's chances of getting somewhere lowered, or if they actually like someone enough that they're like, hey, I want to help you out, let me help you, and then they do something nice for them, you know. So, and that sounds like rambling a bit, but honestly, like I said, what it comes down to is, you know, going back to the question of the day, you know, like YouTube, everyone makes YouTube videos for different reasons. For me, like I said, this is just a hobby for me, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I mean, if anything more comes from this, I would definitely be on board with it and say, like, you know, oh, you know, I was doing this as a hobby and now I've got a career off it, and it's fantastic. But it's not to say that it's going to happen for everyone, because everyone's different. Everyone has... Okay, so let me just do some quick counts. Okay, so that did 36 damage. That was confusion. And I think we should be good to go stay in. Goes for egg bomb, misses. Oh boy. Alright, so it looks like we're getting some good damage on this Executor. Executor. Will a Draco Jet kill at this range though? Nah. Side Shock! Ah! Oh. Why the fuck does Executor get Side Shock at such a low level? What the hell? It's always the new guy that gets fucked over! What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Why? I would never understand this game. I would never understand what motivation this Executor would have to go for Confusion first and then Side Shock after. And why does Executor get Side Shock at this level? What the fuck? Happy fun times, people. Oh my god, I gotta train someone up again! Okay, this is definitely not a good matchup for Drumstick in any shape or form because of the type disadvantage. Let's go ahead and swap into Aria Grande, because if he goes for Psychic or Side Shock, you know, because we've known that this Pokemon at these levels can go for those kinds of moves. I mean, I didn't know. And another Cripple Falls us, can you fucking stop? Oh, stop it! Let's go for a T-Bolt. Get some decent damage on it. That's some decent damage, but then we get disabled. So that's fine. If you want to disable that, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, so now I forgot what I was talking about because of this fucking death from a Side Shock from Executor, because I didn't know that Executor get access to Side Shock at level 34. Who would have thought? A Mighty Yana. I don't trust this thing having Crunch or anything like that, so I'm going to swap the Drumstick because, again, I don't want to take more risks now that I've lost a Pokemon, because fuck that ball. Oh my god, why? Swagger? Really? Mightyena, you have no swagger. You're a bitch. Oh boy. Okay, let's just... Drumstick, I need to land this Brick Break. Can you land it? Thank you. And a +2, no way you're gonna survive that. No way! Last Pokemon that you have is a Mismagius. And Drumstick and Aria Grande seem to be the perfect combination for team-ups against this team right here. So let's go ahead back into Aria Grande as you go for Growl. Okay, trainer, you're gonna go for Growl. Okay. Alright, let's go for a Sidekick as you go for a Spite, yet I have not made a move. Good job, Mismagius, good job. Going for that move. Good job. Alright, and I think we'll wrap things up here with a Thunderbolt. As you reduce my Psychic's PP by 4, fuck you! I need my Psychic so I can get out of this down desert. Hey, your boy Drumstick. It's gonna evolve. From a Drumstick. To a whole chicken. Tasty, delicious Blaziken, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead. He's wrapping it up and... Yeah! We got ourselves a Blaziken. Let's go! And once learn Blaze Kick. Hell yeah! Even though you are modest, I'm still going to give you that Blaze Kick though. And if we get bored of it, we'll just give it back to you afterwards. So we got ourselves a Blaziken! Level 36. Now I have to try another Pokemon. Oh my god. There's one thing I hate about this game and fan games in general. Grinding is such a cunt. And I know because I played fucking Clover, and let me tell you, that game was fucking insane to grind on that game. Granted, I found a few shinies. I found 2 shinies. But oh my god, insanity indeed. It was like, what the fuck? Go for a Dazzling Gleam on the Malamar. Ooh, Nelly. Critical hit for that one right there. Get out of here, Malamar. Wants to learn Echoed Voice. That's better than Acrobatics, so yes. Because as you know, Echoed Voice gets more stronger every time you use it. A Zubat. Really? You had all my hopes up on the Malamar, and then you bring out a Zubat. Okay. Let's hit him up with a Thunderbolt! Hit him up with a Thunderbolt! Excuse me. Down goes the Zubat. You'll have to stop the earthquakes. Well, I would, but every time I approach a building, it fucking sinkholes me. Oh my god, how many trainers are there out here? Seriously, there's like a whole bunch of them. Like, Jesus. Alright, so we've got a Sudowoodo over here. Lace it up with a Psychic. And Spadef Drop. Oh, counter. Yeah. No. No. No, Sudowoodo. No. You are not going to work that on me. No. Psychic comes through. Down goes the Sudowoodo. Pseudo. You ain't no Sudowoodo. Oh, no. You are not. And we have a little Diglett. Little Diglett-dee. As its head just pops up over the ground there as he digs a hole. Oh boy. Okay, so he digs a hole. And now, do I have any more Psychics? I have 6 left. I still got plenty. I still have plenty. Hit him up with a Psychic. Diglett, sorry buddy, you're just a little mole. You ain't no chance of me surviving that. No way. No chance in hell. And we have a Mime Jr. Well, hello to you, Mr. James. Prepare for trouble and make it double. To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse James. Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now, prepare to fight. Yeah, that's right. That's from a lot of watching Pokemon. You know, being a kid watching Pokemon, I used to remember getting up for school. Like, I remember getting up early. Like, I used to get up because every morning in Australia there was a if you're an Australian, you would know this. It's called. It used to be called Cheese TV, but then they rebranded it to Toaster TV, and that was the show every morning you watched because it had all the favorite like cartoons and animes and all that. You had Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. You had them all, and like I would remember watching my brother get up like and have breakfast with me at 7:30, and I'm already dressed for school, but he's not. He just rolled out of bed like, Pokemon, great. And it was just so funny watching him just like scramble as soon as the show finishes at 8 o'clock, because we usually had to leave for school because we used to catch a bus. We usually have to leave for school about just after 8 o'clock. So my mum has got her foot up my brother's ass. Hey, get ready! And he's rushing, and I'm just sitting there, just like, just get up early. That's all you had to do. But you know, that's what made it so funny. Honestly, I was just like, that was one of my favorite pastimes, to watch my brother just get yelled at by my mum. I don't know. I know it sounds pretty sadistic, but like, no, it's not because I don't like seeing my brother in trouble, but because I was always the good boy and he was always the bad boy. It was just, I don't know. Like, if you were always a good person when you were younger, you'd probably understand it. Like, that being in trouble felt a lot worse than being good, because as you know, when you be good, good things happen to you, but when you be bad, bad things happen to you. And we have ourselves a Geodude. Geodude. Psychic at the Geodude. Wow, that Geodude's got some bulk behind it. Damn! But then again, it is level 37, so I mean, but even so, like a Geodude has that much special defense? Jesus. I didn't know Geodude was that bulky. I mean, that's got defense, but special defense? Bruh. Then we have a Quagsire. Shoutouts to you being a member of the Sydney Crocodiles. Also, just in case some of you guys may have been wondering, like, where are the PMC videos? Honestly, there's a lot of bullshit going on with the PMC at the moment. I mean, there really is, and I'll explain to you guys. So, my week 6 and 7 battles. Well, I voiced how much I disliked playing against Thor. I really don't like it, and I despise it to all hell. Well, because this is not for entertainment purposes, and this is a competition, basically what happened was I was playing against... Well, I couldn't play week 6 because I was moving, so I got someone else to play for me. Shouts to you, Blue Rogue, for that. And we had our first victory in the PMC, and I wasn't even playing. Like, that was so... Like, we won by 1 against the Lawrence Town Flames. I believe that's what they're called. And, yeah, we won by 1. And then the next week I came back and I took on the Portland Poliwags. And to my surprise, another store team was brought in front of me. And, oh, I repeat, I cannot stand store. Like, I know your competition, and this is what I was talking to, because I spoke to the other coach of the Portland Poliwag afterwards, Bronson, and I said, look, I understand that it's a Wi-Fi league, and, you know, people are doing what they can to be as competitive as they can, but playing store, to me anyways, is just such a bore. Like, I don't see how anyone could get anything out of watching someone play store. And it's one of the reasons why when I played against the first store team against the Melbourne Stormthrowers, we played for 1 hour. That game went for 100 turns because of the amount of store that was coming out from Regenerator Tangrowth and Regenerator Olamomola. And that just drains the absolute shit out of you. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, after that match, I just felt so just out of it. I was just like, I don't even fucking do anything. Like, that's how much playing store just, you know. And after playing yet another store team, I think I'm done with Wi-Fi leagues after this one. I think I'm done. And it's not because I'm, like, losing or anything like that. That's not the purpose behind it. I could be going X10 in 10 rounds and have a good experience battling good players. But I fucking hate when people tell me that, you know, it's all part of the game. It's not about being entertaining and all that. I understand that. Because people are just playing competitive Wi-Fi battles to be competitive. That's what it's there for. But I can't stand fucking playing store. It really drives me up the wall. And I don't know what it is. It's just, oh, it's like the whole point of battling is to battle. Not to sit there and just fucking stall your opponent out. Like, it's just bullshit. And I've seen it happen in VGC as well, where you have people who drag out games for total bullshit. And I'm not saying it's bad sportsmanship and all that, but goddamn, it is in my eyes, I see it as a scummy strategy. That is my word. I'm calling it a scummy strategy. Because you battle, you go head to head. You don't want to just bring a whole team just to sit there and just go, okay, I'm going to let you just destroy yourself while I have all my Rocky helmets, and all my, you know, self-inflicting damaging moves, and Poison Stall with Protect and all that, and I'm going to swap out with Regen so I can get all my claws back, and it's just like, I just hate it. I just fucking hate it. I hate it so much because it's not fun. It's not fun to play. Like, people play Wi-Fi battling to battle, but you want to enjoy yourself. I don't enjoy. If I won with Store, I couldn't look at myself. I personally couldn't. And I mean, it got to the point where I had to actually, in those Wi-Fi battles against Store, I had to play Store as well to combat their Store. Like, like, I don't understand, like, it just stresses me out. Because it's like, you know, people look at a team and think, okay, one big problem there, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the entire team to stall the fuck out of that team. And that's my answer. That's my logic. I can't get behind that. I really can't. I can't reason for that, because the whole point of Pokemon battles is to, wait for it, and I know it sounds crazy, but to battle. You know, to attack. Not to stall. Not to sit behind protects and toxic. Like, just... Like I said, I'm getting a bit too, like, into it now, but, like, I have no hard feelings towards my opponents that brought stall against me, but I really just don't like it. I think I've made my position on that apparently clear. And if you guys, like I said, I reckon this will be the last time I do Wi-Fi battles on this channel. And if you're saying great, then I guess I'm doing what you want. And if you're disappointed, I'm sorry. I just can't deal with... I'm not a professional Wi-Fi battler. I'm just a Let's Player. Like, I'm by nature a Let's Player, which means I play, you know, to... Fucking hell, I knew that was going to bloody happen. But I play games to be entertained. I don't play games to be... I like to win Let's Plays, but I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to be just boring. And that's, like I said, is just... That's just me. I just like to, you know, sit down, play a game, have fun, talk with you guys. You know, when I'm doing a Wi-Fi battle, I can't do that. Because I'm just too focused on the game itself, and I can't enjoy myself because I'm too focused on trying to win. And even when I almost won in battle, as that's a Mewtwo. Hello, Mewtwo. But even like when I try to like enjoy myself in a battle, I can't do it. For me, it's not something that I can do in a battle. Unless I know, like, I don't know, if I'm in a comfortable position to enjoy myself. And that would be when I'm winning. But when I lose, I just get very... You know what? Some battles were good. The first few weeks of the PMC were good battles. But then as the weeks went on, that week 5 stall battle against the Melbourne Stormthrows, that really threw me. And just looking back on it, like, I just couldn't reason. I couldn't reason why someone would want to, like I said, just bring an entire team dedicated to watching your opponent just kill themselves. Like I said, I just couldn't get behind it. I couldn't reason with it, and I couldn't just understand it. But maybe it's because I'm not a Wi-Fi battler, so maybe that's why. But man, I just rage. Just feel the rage. Alright, so we go up against a Omastar. And we'll stop talking about Wi-Fi battles. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about YouTube again. Okay, so let's see. Other YouTubers I used to watch. You know what? I used to watch... I love watching prank videos. And I like watching like scare compilations. So like, if you want like a good scare compilation channel, I would definitely recommend, I think it's called Revolk. I don't know. It's a European website, and it has all these like scare compilations and airborne pranks. And I think it's absolutely hysterical. Now, far be it from me to say this, I hate being scared, but watching someone else get scared, it's so entertaining, you know. I don't know why I get so much of a thrill out of watching people get scared, because I hate it so much, and if someone did it to me, I'll be just like, I'll be reacting way worse than they would. So, you know, it's definitely an interesting look at things. Oh, come on, are you serious? This fucking Omastar lives on 1 HP. Ugh. Brian. That Brian, oh no, you better not. Aria. Survive. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck! I thought I was about to lose. I thought I was about to lose Aria Grande. Shit. Oh my god. Why? We go for a big old Shadow Ball. 2 of them should be enough to get the job done. Goes for Side Shock. Seems to be the surprise move of the day. Shadow Ball. Down goes the Gothitelle. Alright. Woo! Alright. Last Pokemon is the Mewtwo. That sounds very weakened. It's like... Took the future side attack, but I'm a fat piggy. I can take it. I can handle it. As you go for Mist. Mewtwo! I'm not trying to sand attack you. Stop it, Mewtwo. God damn. And Whizpig's level 37. Please help me. No, fuck you. Alright, so... It looks like that's the end of the episode. I didn't think it would be just a big rant and battle session, but apparently it was. Because I'm trying to find ways to get around here, and in the process, I lose my Swablu. So, fun times. Which means I have to go off screen once again and get a Pokemon trained up, because you all know I love doing that. And we'll be back in 2 days with another episode. So guys, I will say thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you look down below, because as always, your support is very appreciated. Just to touch back on the discussion with the PMC, I do appreciate them giving me the opportunity to become a part of the PMC, and I appreciate being part of it for 5 seasons. But after this season's experience, I think I'm done. And I don't mind helping in the background. If you want me to be an analyst, if you want me to do other things, but I refuse to coach anymore. I do not want to coach anymore. So that will be the end of the video. Until next time I see you guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and I will catch you guys all next time. Later.